If you're currently stuck at home, you've lost your normal routine, you're disconnected from your work colleagues, perhaps some members of your family, and you're finding that your eating has got just completely out of control. You're just eating everything in sight, you've stopped exercising, and you feel really out of control with your life and unhappy about it. Here's some things that you can do to help you through this time. And I think if you spend a bit of time trying to come to terms with what it is mentally, then you'll also be able to deal with it better emotionally and physically. So I think the first thing that we all need to do, anyone that's struggling, is to recognize what's actually happened. And by that, I mean just the impact on your personal life, because this is about gaining control of you. There's so many things at the moment that we can't control, but this is about ourselves and things that we can do to help ourselves. So the first thing that I would recommend you do is to write down all the things that you were able to do, all the people you were able to see, all the activities, things like going to the gym, all the things that you used to do in your life, your old life, pre-coronavirus. And now make a list of all the things that you are doing now. And you might find it's a much smaller list. It's much more frustrating, it's much more limiting in your life, but write it down nevertheless. And when you have the two lists complete, take a moment to look through both of them, read them. And what that will do is help your mind to adapt to the old routine and the new one that you've got at the moment. Next, once you've done that, basically look at your new routine and look at things or think of things that you can insert into that routine that will make your current situation better. So it could be things like, I'm going to eat a piece of fruit. You have to factor it in. I'm going to go for a 5-minute walk. If you've got a treadmill at home or you've got an exercise bike at home, you can say, I will do 5 minutes on that. And if you start building a new routine and punctuating it with things that will actually help you in the long term, you'll start to feel a lot better about your life. And when you start to feel better about your life, you're more in control and you're more likely to make decisions on what you eat based on a calm, rational way, rather than a frenzied, I'm out of control, I need to eat everything in sight because I don't know what to do with my life. So this is really the main point of this video, is to for you to recognize that the current situation has really blown many of our lives apart, and it's perfectly natural to feel fear, to feel out of sorts and to feel out of control. But once you recognize what it is and the fact that it's out of your control, you can actually start to get some control in your life. And by that is all looking at all the things you can control. You can go for a 5-minute walk. You can sit out in the garden for a while. You can read something inspirational. In fact, you may have more time than normal to be able to do these things. And little by little, you'll find that you start to feel a lot better about yourself. So if you're one of those people whose eating's just completely out of control, don't focus on that. Focus on all the things that you can do to start feeling in control of your life. And naturally, you'll find that your food will start getting better. You'll find it easier to make better choices, and you'll find it easier to stop eating when you're full up.